Good morning to everyone. In this lecture CS 8601 mobile computing, today we are talk about the topic DSR, that is a dynamic source routing. So in this routing mechanism, first we find out the route discovery. It is a mechanism by which a source node S obtained a route to destination D. It used only when the source attempt to send a packet to the destination D and does not already know a route to D. So this is a concept and how to route maintenance in this dynamic source routing. The source node S is able to detect if the network topologies has changed and can no longer use it a route to D. If the source knows another route to D, use it it helps invoke the route discovery process again to find a new route to the destination point. It is used only when the S source want to send a packet to the D. In this mechanism operate entirely on demand. The DSR record no periodic packet of any kind of any level. The unidirectional and asymmetric route support. For example, the send a packet to a node D through a route and receive a packet D from another route. Now, what is the basic route discovery in dynamic source routing protocol? When the source want to send a packet to a destination, it places in the header of the packet a source route, giving the sequence of hope that the packet should follow on its way to D. The source obtained a suitable source route by searching it the route table. If no route found for destination, the source initiate the route discovery protocol to dynamically found a new route to destination. Now the sender, it broadcasts a route request packet. So the route request packet, it contains a unique request ID and address of the sender. And then the receiver side, if this node is a destination node or as route to the destination and a sender route to replace the packet, if else the source the drop the packet, else if it is already the request packets route table drop to the packet, it append the node access the address in the route request packets and the route tables and broadcast the updated request packets. Now this is a structure of basic route discovery process in dynamic source routing. In when route request process route request packet process, it reach the destination node, the request process is must be sent back to the source. The destination node, it examine its own route cache for route back to source. It is used this route to send the back to the packets. So the destination node start a new route discovery process to find a route towards the source node. In this protocol that required the bidirectional links like 802.11, the reversed route list of the packet can be used in order to avoid the second route discovery method. And each node transmitting a packet is responsible for confirming that the packet has been received by the network host along with the source route. The confirmation is done with standard part of the MAC layer. For example, link level acknowledgement in 802.1. If non-existing, a DSR specific software take the responsibility to send back an acknowledgement when the retransmission of the packet in the node reach a maximum number and root error packets is sent from the node back to source identifying the broken link. So the source remove from the routing table the broken table routing. It retransmit the original packet is a function of upper layer, that is a TCP. It is search the routing tables for another route or send a new route discovery process. So we can follow the basic route maintenance. So this is a basic route maintenance. So the source remove from the routing table the broken route. It again retransmit of the original packet is a function of upper layer. For example, the transmission control protocol. It reaches the routing table for another route or start a new route discovery process. So this is a fundamental concept of basic route maintenance in dynamic source routing algorithm. Now let us move to the now we can see the ADDAC on demand distance vector routing protocols. So in this it is one of the basic reactive method. So the dynamic source routing protocol versus the ADDAC on demand distance vector routing protocols. The major problem of DSR it is a non-uniform packet size because it includes the source route in its packets header which degrade the performance. If a packet is large, it has be split into the smaller packets. The packet size in ADDAC on demand distance vector routing is a uniform unlike a DSR. The AODV attempt to improve on DSR by maintaining the routing tables at the node so that the data packet do not have to contain the routings. So in this vector routing hold the desired feature of the distance DSR that a route are maintained only between the node which need to communicate. The route is established only when it is required by a source node for transmitting the data. Make use of hop by hop routing and a sequence number begins. So the steps are followed. We are needed to the node that need a route a specific destination generate a route request, that is a RREQ. The route request is forwarded by intermediate node which is always learn a reverse route from the source to themselves. When the request reaches a node with a route to destination, it generates a route replay containing the number of hops required to reach the destination. All the nodes that participate in forwarding this replay to the source node create a forward route to the destination, and the route created from the each node from source to destination is hop by hop route. For example, we can see the message from in this structure. Suppose a node A need to route path to the node D or another node of B. It create the packet and broadcast its neighbor to the node A, rebroadcast to the neighbor B, and it is node B known to route to the node A. It creates the unicast repackaging routing to the A. So it is a set of forward path in the routing table method. Now we can differentiate between the DSR and then DSDV and also the AODV. In this mode, the routing table field the destination of IP address and the destination of sequence number and the valid destination sequence number flag and other state and the routing flags and network interfaces, hop, count, next hop and lifetime. So the AODV operations of this message type, while the communication route between the node are valid, the AODV does not play any role. So the request message is broadcasted when a node need to discover a route to a destination. It propagates through the network intermediate node use it the update the routing tables. A valid destination route must have a sequence of number at least a greater than the requested messages. Here the message or the message type, when the route reaches a destination node, the destination route is made available by unicasting a back to source routing. A node generates the self destination point, it active route to the destination. For example, the intermediate node must may also respond with the request message of the individual neighbor node in the fresh edge node to the route to the destination. As the propagate back to the source node, it intermediate node update the routing tables, that is a direction of the destination node. So the message is broadcast from broken links. It is generated directly by a node or passed on when received from another node. For example, if hello message, the hello message is equal to the path finding with the TTL is equal to 1. This message is used for broadcasting connectivity information. The node should be hello messages only if it is part of an action route. So next we can move to the congestion controlling. So one of the method of AODV congestion control handling, if the source node receives on the packets from the destination, it is a request reply packets from the destination, it may broadcast another request up to the maximum of packet retrieves for each additional attempt that a source node try to broadcast the request messages. The waiting time for the protocol is multiplied by the 2, that is a source to destination. Here the DSR is not capable of handling this congestion effect. Now we can move to the AODV routing. So there is a two phases routing. Number one, route discovery, route maintenance. So route discovery, in each node maintain a routing table with knowledge about the network, and also it deal with the routing table management, that is a maintenance. So the route information maintenance even for short lived routes reverse pointer. So next, entries in routing tables. So the entries in routing table, we are following the different properties. First one, destination IP address. Second one, destination sequence number. And third one, valid destination sequence number flag. And the other state and routing flags, that is a valid, invalid, repair being the repaired. So these are the information numbers. So the network interfaces communicate with the source to destination, and then hop count, the number of hop need to reach destination, and the next hop, and a list of precursors or lifetime, And also the DSR, there is a dynamic source router, maintain the additional table entries and causing a larger memory overheads. So today we are discussed the AODV protocols. It is a DUC on-demand distance vector protocol. Thank you for watching this video.